Well, I'm out bush again. I'm at the site where there used to be an old pub and a few shops. And as you do with pubs, you get people who drop things, and hopefully I can recover maybe a few buttons, coins, and I'd love to get another belt buckle as I did on my last trip. But as you can see, it's very, very dry out here, and wouldn't take much for there to be a fire, and it would take hold and it would just run straight through this bush. So there's no way I'm going to have a fire out here. But yes, I've got the detector all ready, and all I'm going to do now is just go and put my bag on my back, grab the detector, the pick, and I'm going to be off, and hopefully I'll get some good relics. But anyway, wish me luck. Well, you can see my car in the distance there. I've been detecting probably 4 hours now, and I've got a button and a couple other small items. I think the smallest one I got was might be a percussion cap to go on a rifle, you know, to fire the powder. Now I've got a good signal down in here. I'm shaking a bit here because it's just so loud. Now I'm just going to try. Oops, what was that? Oh, look at that. Now that's either a penny or a token. I'm just going to have to give it a bit of a soak. It's quite thin, it feels thin. Well, I haven't hit it, but it's got a little bit of a bend in it, but not through me. But it might be a penny, and it looks like, now the coinage, the pennies changed over from the copper to the bronze in 1860. Now I'm just going to have to give this a bit of a soak and find out exactly what it is, but I hope it's a I'd love it if it was a token. Anyway, I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I've just wet it down with water from my camelback. Now I can see it might be peace and plenty on this side, and it could be 1863 or 69, or I'll have to take it back to camp. But to be quite honest with you, it looks like it's got 2 dates on it. Whoops. That one looks like 1869 or 59. And the same on that side. I'm going to have to take, it's a token, but I'm going to have to take it back to my camp and soak it a while, and I've got an old shaving brush there that I can give it a good clean with. I really want to find out what this one is. Anyway, I'm going to get back into it as soon as I see if there's anything else in the hole. Now, as you may have recalled last time I dug a token here, I gave it a love tap, so I made sure, because when I first got the signal I just knew I had something good. And what I did, I made sure I dug around it so I wouldn't bump it again. Anyway, I'm going to continue on, and when I do get back to my campsite I'm going to soak this in water. Anyway, I better get back into it. I've just recovered probably one of my best finds to date that I've ever found in the Goldfields. It's an old match tin, I suppose you could call it. And look at that. It is complete. I don't think there's anything on the lid. It'd be great if there was that kangaroo like one of the lids I got before. But that's the first intact one I've ever seen. I got one not too far from here, about probably 5 or 6 metres from where I am now. Back in, I think it was 2001. And it had a seal on the side of it, and it was like in those days, sort of a rough Australian coat of arms. But it'd be great if this one has something on it, but I don't think it has, but it still is a fantastic find. Look at that, they're so fragile. And as usual, I was going like a bull at a gate and picked that up. That was right laying on top of it, that rock, and I just went whack and dragged it out of the ground, and this thing just rolled out. It's beautiful, isn't it? Another relic recovered. Anyway, I'm going to get back into it and maybe duck back to camp for something to eat and then get swinging the old coil again. I'll see you later. As you can see, I've got another find here. It could be a coin. It seems to be very thin to be a coin, but we'll just find out, eh? Ah, Chinese coin, ripper. Oh, I love these things. I thought maybe this trip would be the first time I didn't get one. Yep, look at that. Oh well. I haven't jinxed myself this trip. I've done quite well in the first morning I've been detecting. Anyway, that one's going to go back in the pocket, that's for sure. I just got another fantastic signal, and this was just underneath the grass. Now I gather it's a halfpenny, and I don't know what type it is. I hope it's a token, maybe a halfpenny token, but what I'll do is I'll give it a bit of a quick clean and see what I've got. It might be a Holloway's token, I hope. Anyway, I'll see what I've got. Be back in a tick. Well, it is a Holloway's token. It's a halfpenny Professor Holloway's. I think that's the correct term, the correct way to pronounce it. I think it's 1857. 1858. But anyway, that's another. It's a second halfpenny token that I've got here with the Holloways, and I think this one might be in better nick than the other one because I gave the other one a bit of a bang with the pick when I was digging it, which is unfortunate. This one is in very, very good condition, and I'll take it back and soak it in some water and give it a little bath with a bit of soap. But yeah, I'm very, very happy. Another one. I've got 2 tokens today, a little matchbox, and I'm very happy. Anyway, I'll get back into it. Well, it's been very, very hot today, but I've managed to score myself here a 3-point buckle. I suppose it's just something for the suspender belt or something like that. But yeah, it's a good find, but the heat here is just sapping the energy. I've been keeping the fluids up, and I've got a few Gatorades and that, but yes, you need frequent stops in the shade to just get the breeze, or what breeze there is. Anyway, I'm still pushing myself, so I'm going to see what else I can get. Well, I'm about ready to call it a day today. I'm, for want of a better word, I'm knackered. Been everywhere today, didn't get much. Got a bullet and a buckle and a few other things, but I'm just up here on some old diggings, and just set the old detector going. The old buckle, I suppose it'd be a harness buckle on horses or something, but yeah, that was a big find. But I'll go up here for about another half an hour and call it quits and go back and have some tea. Anyway, going to get back into it. Well, I've just come across this button as a surface find. Obviously someone was using a gold detector and got this signal, but they've just left the button there, thrown it back in the scrape. So I'll put it in my pocket and it'll go to a good home. Anyway, well, my camper's all but put up and stored away. Rolled the awning up, put down a one-man tent, and there's a couple of areas I still want to go around here and detect that, so I'll do that before I start to go home today. But yes, another good trip here. Finds one's plentiful. Must have walked about 15 k's, lost a bit of weight, drank a lot of water, yeah, kept the fluids up, and I had a couple of Gatorade and the esky waiting for me when I got back. Yes, a very, very nice trip, but apart from the heat, it'd be good if we could burn off a bit of shrub. But I ended up moving a lot of it yesterday, so I could just get underneath it and see if there's any finds there. And all I got was a bullet for about 45 minutes work. But you know, it's a bullet. It's been saved. It looks like a 45 pistol bullet. Yep. Looks like rubber vines starting to grow back. whenever I find rubber vine start to wrap around a tree, I cut it down. I cut the rubber vine down right near the base. Probably won't kill it, but at least it stops it for a little while from taking over. Anyway, if I've got any finds just up the road here, I'll let you know. But after that, I'm going to drive here back to Townsville. I'll see you then. Recently, that used to be the site of the Whitbread's cordial factory in Charters Towers. And it's a Toyota car dealership. Turned around and this is lying at my feet. Looks like a Queensland Railway button. Just sitting there looking at me. So this will definitely go in the pocket, this one. What a great find. In good nick too. I think it's an ink. But look at that. It's beautiful, isn't it? Oh well. I'll take that home as well. See ya. Back there it said Townsville 130. This one's about a kilometre further on and it says 132. So which one do I believe? Anyway, I'm just going home. Yeah, saved a few treasures from the old dump. And, you know, stuff that I like. And it'll go in my little collection at home. We'll have to give them a clean. Anyway, I've got to get home. See you later.